Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Gotta have the good stuff, man. It is cold and gloomy. It's that time of year. It's 3 in the afternoon and looks like the sun's about to go down, man. It's just cold, gloomy time of year. But here in Florida, we're still making videos because we are not snowed in. And today we have another 1-year review for you. It is the beautiful Redcat Vigilante. All right, man, we are wrapping up the year down to the last 2 1-year reviews, and we'll start here with the body of the Vigilante. It's not terrible. I would recommend, if you buy this, get some of the silver backing paint and repaint the inside here, because it cracks and flexes a bit and you lose that beautiful blue paint job. So I would go ahead and protect it. Either that, or I know I'm gonna hear, you can go ahead and shoe glue and cover everything. It's a big body to cover everything. I would really just recommend getting a can of the silver backing paint and putting it on here, and then, you know, go ahead and shoe glue, like do some reinforcing. I got a little bit here in the back, just some pads. Overall, I mean, the body's not bad. There's a little weakness here in the back, but anytime it flexes, you lose the paint. So that's why I recommend getting some silver backing paint and touching it up. That's what I'm going to do. I've already sprayed this over with some blue paint, as you can see, to fix what came off. And I'm going to go ahead and redo it myself with some backing paint. So one of the biggest issues with this RC, and I don't know what they were thinking, is the battery. The center post here is so low that it's really hard to get any kind of battery in here. Now, I got this adapter here from Blue Groove Motorsports that brings this brace up just a little bit. You guys can see that there. It's just a little bit, but it's enough. Because see, this is just for this size vehicle, small. You know, 7200 milliamp 4SZ, and it just barely fits in there. So that's kind of like my biggest gripe with this RC. You can see we have some beautiful Garage Life RC components here for the bumpers. A little extra flexibility for those rough tumbles. I don't think there's really much to look at underneath here. Let's go ahead and get it running before we lose daylight. Well, you all not going to believe this. So this is probably the first time this has happened in a 1-year review. The RC was broke when I got there. Now get this. If you guys remember, if you've watched, I just recently did like a 1-year review on the IXSR. And I mentioned in that video that one day I went to boot that up and it froze, and I rebooted and it lost all the model memory. Well, this was one of the models that was in there. So before I took this out, I had to open the receiver and rebind it. So I drove it around the yard for a minute. Everything worked. Loaded in the car, got out there, went to turn it on. I turned it on. No steering whatsoever. So on the spot, I opened it up. I used my Spectrum battery checker and the servo tester, plugged this in, and nothing. You could just hear it ticking inside. The servo completely gone. So as it happens, it was right at the 1-year mark. So I contacted Redcat, and they sent me a new servo. So thank you, Redcat. Also, during the process, I found that the skid plate underneath was actually snapped in half. Now, this is a structural part of the RC, so this really helps hold this whole like front assembly in. So I guess the servo going out was kind of a blessing, because somehow I missed that piece being shattered like that. So we have the skid plates, we have the new servo. So let me get everything put back into this RC, and then we're gonna head out and get the 1-year review done. So in the 1 year I've had the RC, the servo died and I broke that mount. Man, amazing what 2 weeks will do. It's like the middle of December, it's 70 degrees and sunny. Wow, and check out the beautiful Redcat. I did want to touch on one other thing with the body. They do have these really super strong protectors here for the body pins, and you know, you get this nice protector all the way around here for the bed. And we do have roof skids. It's something a lot of people cheap out on. So nothing. I would like to see a wheelie bar on this thing. I really don't understand how they made a big 8S RC like this and there is no wheelie bar. So guys, out of the box, the center diff is really, really thin. It bleeds. I think almost anybody will agree. Right, a bit too much power to the front. So I started out, I don't even know why, 500K. That really didn't do much. So I have 1 million in here now. Probably could go a bit thicker, but you know what? I'm happy with it. Because I have plenty of monster trucks, and this is just my preference, you know, like your preference. But I have plenty of monster trucks that I could do wheelies for days with, so. And this one will still. See, it's kind of transferring a lot of that power to the front. So, if I ever, you know, whenever I open that center diff back up, I'll probably, whatever the next is, 10 million or whatever. So I think that's probably the biggest complaint from people, where is how weak the center diff is. But I think that led to the next complaint that a lot of people have, and that was the gears. Stripping out the gears. Now, I'm going to say it. You know, a lot of people go right to earplugs and just jam that thing up. You know, that's really rough on a diff. You know, half the reason we have a center diff is for protection. So that way when you land on power or something like that, you know, damn, man, like, bees are out in force today. Jeez. So let's just say you hit the ramp and you nose down and the front tires dig in. They come to a stop and the back ones are still spinning. If you have too thick of a fluid in there, you know, you're going to start binding stuff. What the heck is... Sorry, guys. It's like a false summer here, and I think everything is coming to life. So, you know, you go too thick, you kind of do away with that, the protection center diff has. You know, you just kind of basically made it direct drive. So, people complain about stripping the gears. They probably, to me, I think they just ran too thick of a fluid. Probably landed on power one too many times and did it in. But no fear, if you buy one today, they now have a CNC machined gears, like helical cut gears. And these now, so they have Redcat is really awesome. That's probably my favorite thing with any of the Redcat stuff. Their warranty is awesome. They listen to people. People were complaining about the gears on here, and you know, they went and redesigned it. What? Personally, to me, I haven't broken any of my gears. Probably won't with 1 million in here. But geez, now that I said that, watch. Don't jinx it, man. Let me try to think, what do I really dislike on this? Well, you know, the battery tray design, the way they did that's kind of really piss poor. I don't even know how they made an RC like that, and how they never came across that problem about batteries not fitting. I would like to see clipless, but that's just more of a personal preference when it comes to that. Some people prefer clipped. They say it holds better. And yeah, maybe it tends to. Maybe there's an advantage too. If you take a bad tumble and the body pops off, you're not out there crushing it. But the negatives, I think that's about in the center diff tuning. So out of the box, I think Redcat should have ran a bit thicker fluid in the center diff. The battery tray design is horrible. I think those are like really the two critical ones. Body, clipless bodies is more like my preference. I mean, it does make for a cleaner look and a faster. I really love like how quiet this RC is. Like, Now, if you get one of the new ones with the helical cut gears, imagine that's going to probably be a bit louder. But really awesome that they give you a fan on both the motor and the ESC. We see so many people skimping out on putting a fan on the motor anymore. Whoa. I like the actual the straps here for the shocks, the limit straps. I think it's a great idea. It's really easy to adjust. You can do it here out in the field. See, so you got these straps here that limit the travel. So instead of droop screws, they have these limiting straps. So really convenient to go ahead and do out here in the field if you need to. Man, oh, I like the way this thing looks too. You know, when this thing first came out, this RC first came out, and I saw the pictures of it, I thought it was just too square, too boxy. I really wasn't a fan of it. But man, once I saw it in person, she is a beauty. Another really beautiful thing about this RC2 is this is a rebranded hobby wing. So with the programmer, you can go ahead and make changes that you want as far as punch, brakes, LVC, and your BEC voltage. So that is tremendously helpful a lot of times. Sometimes, you know, these cars, we can't tune them and you're kind of stuck. Often we find like the braking scenarios is a bit too strong. Yeah, a year later, would I buy this thing again? Hell yeah. Oh yeah. And I can tell you, I have the, you guys know, I have the X-Max, I have the XRT, I have the Outcast, and the, man, I always forget the name of the other one. The Creighton. All 8S cars. And this is right up there with them. This will hold its own any day of the week against any of them. It's considerably lighter than the Armas. So if you're like me with a bad back, that is definitely a consideration. That's the advantage to the plastic chassis. So it's just important to remember at the end of the day, no RC is perfect. No RC, not every RC is going to fit your style or needs of driving. Remember, these 8S rigs you really need a good open space to run them, and you need space to store them. Whoa! All right, everyone, go ahead and wrap this thing up. I really do enjoy this RC. I was a bit nervous getting into Redcat. Just rumors, stuff like that. I just heard people complaining about bad quality and stuff like that. But after having them, I wouldn't hesitate to get any. And I haven't. This is I got this and the Valkyrie. I thought I had one other Redcat. Maybe not. Maybe just those two. I can't remember. But any issues I've ever had with warranty stuff, man, they're on it. Just like this, I just told them I had a problem with the servo. Didn't have to send them a video. Didn't have to send them store receipts and all that. They just asked me when I bought it. They sent me the servo. So same thing with the Valkyrie. You remember I brought one to Wales to give to Chris with the C. Something got jammed up and it busted the output cup on the rear diff, and told them, hey, this thing broke, and they sent me a new diff. So warranty wise, Redcat is probably one of the best to deal with. Absolutely fantastic. Even with the Valkyrie, when they found out that the shocks that were on there shouldn't have been on there. Instead of like the ends being pressed on, they're supposed to be threaded. That one I'd actually bought from redcat.com, right for their own website. Man, I got a set of shocks in the mail. Didn't even have to ask for them. With Chris's, because I ordered it off a tower, I just told them, say, hey, I got one of these Valkyries, might have the issue with the shocks. No problem, they sent it to me. It was a lot easier to do that than wait to get it in the whales and then find out the issue, because like mailing that diff to him was a bit expensive, because I don't really have Redcat there. But yeah, guys, really like this RC. Looks great, sounds great. Really, it's just really, I mean, honestly, hard to really fault much with it. There you have it, man, the last 1 year review of 2025, and what a beautiful day to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate the support. You guys have made this a fantastic year for me, supporting these 1 year reviews, letting me know you appreciate them, and all the, the new car review stuff like that, and helping grow the channel. So spread the cheer, share this with your friends, your family, like, share, comment. Links down below have you discount codes, and I'll leave a link where you can buy one of these beautiful RCs. All right, everyone, appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.